The Climax Blues Band was formed in Stafford, England, in 1968 by guitarist and vocalist Colin Cooper, alongside keyboardist Arthur Wood, bassist Derek Holt, guitarist Pete Haycock, and drummer George Newsom. Originally named the Climax Chicago Blues Band, they were inspired by the Chicago blues sound that was influential during the 1960s. The band initially focused on traditional blues covers, drawing heavily from the work of blues legends like Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf. Their early sound was raw and authentic, which helped them stand out in the British blues scene that was flourishing at the time. The Climax Chicago Blues Band released their self-titled debut album in 1969, which showcased their blues roots and featured a mix of original compositions and covers. This album laid the foundation for their reputation as a solid blues band with a passion for the genre. As the band gained more experience and confidence, they began incorporating more of their original material into their sets. This shift allowed them to develop a distinctive sound that blended blues with rock elements, setting the stage for their future success. By 1970, the band decided to drop the Chicago from their name, becoming simply the Climax Blues Band. This change reflected their evolving sound and desire to break away from being seen solely as a traditional blues band. The Climax Blues Band reached their first major peak in the mid-1970s with the release of their 8th studio album, FM Live, in 1973. Recorded live at the Academy of Music in New York City, this album captured the band's energetic and powerful performances, helping them gain a strong following in the United States. Their 1976 album, Gold Plated, marked another high point for the band, featuring the hit single Couldn't Get It Right. This song became their most successful single, reaching the top 10 in both the UK and US charts, and remains their most recognizable track. Couldn't Get It Right showcased the band's ability to craft a catchy, radio-friendly song while maintaining their blues rock roots. The success of this single brought the Climax Blues Band to a wider audience and solidified their status as a prominent act in the 1970s rock scene. Following the success of Gold Plated, the band continued to release albums that were well received, including Shine On, 1978, and Reel to Reel, 1979. These albums demonstrated the band's ability to evolve their sound, incorporating elements of funk, jazz, and pop into their blues rock foundation. The band's live performances during this period were highly praised for their tight musicianship and ability to engage audiences. The Climax Blues Band became a popular act on the touring circuit, performing in large venues and at major festivals across Europe and North America. Colin Cooper, the band's founding member, was born in 1939 in Stafford, England. He was not only the lead vocalist but also played saxophone and harmonica, contributing significantly to the band's sound. Cooper's passion for blues was evident throughout his career, and he remained with the band until his death in 2008. Pete Haycock, the band's lead guitarist, was known for his exceptional slide guitar playing and soulful solos. Born in 1951, Haycock was a key figure in the band's success during the 1970s. After leaving the Climax Blues Band in 1985, he pursued a solo career and worked on various film soundtracks before passing away in 2013. Derek Holt, the bassist and later lead vocalist, was born in 1949 and was a significant contributor to the band's songwriting. He wrote or co-wrote many of the band's tracks, including their biggest hit, Couldn't Get It Right. Holt eventually left the band in the early 1980s to focus on other musical projects. Arthur Wood, the original keyboardist, was born in 1937 and played a crucial role in shaping the band's early sound with his jazz and blues influences. He left the band in the early 1970s and passed away in 2005. His contributions to the band's formative years were significant in establishing their unique sound. Over the years, the Climax Blues Band went through numerous lineup changes, with only George Glover, who joined in 1981, continuing to perform with the band in recent years. Despite these changes, the band's legacy remains intact, with their music still resonating with fans of blues and rock.